things about really knowing how to move forward is, first of all, knowing where we got lost. And so part of what we get to discover today, and you may not know this in your top level thinking, okay? I'm not saying that any of this is top level thinking. That's right. It might be very deep level thinking, and so that's why we're going to tap into that. We're going to do a lot of deep meditations and some guided practice to kind of find there. But to start to discover where we were lost. And generally, it's not where you think it is. So a lot of the drama and trauma that we carry, that we process, are coming from our family. They're coming from our bloodline. They're coming from our genetics. They're coming from our culture. They're coming from the time that we happen to, land our plane of a soul into this dimension into. Like, oh, this is the dimension we're landing into. It's got its own layer of trauma. So just like if you were to come land into Los Angeles and you fly through that sort of brown stuff, right? That layer, we land in a layer of heavy density. So there's a certain aspect of that we just are already coded in when we just sort of emerge out of the body. So some of that is yours, some of that is not yours, but we are all carriers of it. If you were to imagine wearing very thin surgical gloves versus big, heavy, wool mittens covered in sticker burrs, you're not going to perceive the world as cleanly as if you were to remove that. So what I'm inviting into this space is that we start to remove that heavy, sticky stuff that we've become so used to that we think it's normal. But our inner self knows it's not normal. It's not normal at all. There's nothing about this that's normal. And so that's that space where we start to struggle against what people have told us, what our society has emulated, what our family has made the rule, and what we've sort of defaulted into, versus like, this is not who I am. I don't believe this, I don't feel this, I can't eat this, I can't touch this is not me. And we get to start to become present to what we can let go of. But we can't know what to let go of until we know what's in the bag. So that's why we have to be very, very comfortable with understanding what the stuff is and not feel weird that we're carrying it. Because most of us feel super weird about the stuff we're carrying. We feel like we're tainted, or something's wrong with us, or we're broken, or you're not. You're human. So when we can release the shame around it, when we can release the anxiety around it, release the tension around it, we can come to a new place about it. We can just be like, gosh, that's not mine. And we can start to then not carry it forward, and then also not replicate it in the future. Because if we don't know that this is who we are carrying ourselves to be, we're going to keep looking for this again and again and again and again and again. We don't have to.